Hello everyone, we have another more update on this crazy ChaChaChilla situation, and if you guys don't know what happened prior, I'll make sure to somewhat quickly recap it for you all, because this situation has gotten even worse. Now, this person, ChaChaChilla, was a character who has had multiple different other VTuber personalities. If you guys don't know much in the VTubing world, you can typically just rebrand really well. Let's say you're a character, you become a cat girl, then you become a dog girl, then you become a mouse, then you become a squirrel, I don't know. And you can typically go and change your name, you can completely delete your Twitter account, and if you're a smaller content creator, you can kind of somewhat ski by. So there's been apparently a long-term prevalent issue where like you cause some drama, you get quote unquote canceled, and then after that all happens, you just come back like 6 months later. Like no matter how bad it is, because if people don't know who you are in a somewhat bigger platform, you just have to get different friends, different audience, different people, and it's somewhat, I don't want to say it's okay, but for them, they think it's okay because you've kind of like rebranded and moved on. Now, ChaChaChilla, if you've missed, and this is a little bit of the recap for it all, was seemingly kind of crazy. Like, if you've missed the prior videos, if you guys are subscribers, you guys have watched those, thank you guys. I'm kind of still trying to figure out my flow over here, but we've covered it, where she essentially was stalking people, for layman's terms, like overly messaging people, making people uncomfortable. A lot of very popular content creators, they went on a Minecraft server, and then they were just basically talking over everyone, trying to be the center of attention, started yelling at people in the middle of a roleplay event, like they're just meant to have fun and goof around, and they eventually ended up yelling at people and not realizing it's all it's like someone going to having like a game of tag and they start like punching you. Like it was just a little too much. And just a lot of bad situations. And then they try to go and cancel people in this for fun event for making fun of people with disabilities when they were just saying like, hey, we're gonna beat the other team up, because it was a Minecraft like fighting competition with a bunch of streamers for fun. Like you guys, like just based on that description, I'm sure you guys can tell like a little attention seeking, not cool. They're trying to bring down other people. It was really weird. So anyway, that was like the big picture. But things have gotten even crazier and worse, because there was also times where they apparently went and said that they went out to the hospital. No one even knows if that was still true or not, but let's kind of start deeping dive into this. Where they basically had this post saying, I'll be heading off to the hospital soon, and you won't have access to my phone, which they've still been tweeting and talking everywhere, which is why we're still making these videos, with multiple different people confirming that this is all not true. Saying like they've used this same excuse going to the hospital after, being confirmed being wrong in other prior situations. And it was just like, I don't even want to bring too much of it. Just basically just a lot of things that don't seem to be added up to as well. But they tried to go make another post. And this post has gone even more viral. As of right now, this post has over 700,000 views. And then people are just not happy with this whatsoever. Because there's so much more that came out. And like I said, they're using people like Elara. Apparently, they were like trying to blackmail people and like threaten people in private, which we're gonna get to. Like, I think Elara seems cool, so I want to cover it. And they said, I want to address something important. To everyone who feels hurt by me, weird wording, because you hurt people, you're literally threatening people, you're trying to cancel people, like you did hurt people. It's not who feels hurt. I mean, that's me being like pedantic and being a little hyper critical of it all. But like, yeah, dude, like you hurt people. Whether it was something I did, said, or failed to understand, I think you understood. You can't use it as an excuse. We're going to get to that as well. People are calling you out on that. I'm generally sorry. That's good. But people are not really accepting the apology. We'll get to that. Hearing so many people come forward with their own stories has made me reflect deeply. This person's been canceled multiple times. Like, you should have reflected deeply years ago. But instead you come back and you keep on doing the same behavior. Like, it's just, this is just like the absolute deplatformation at this point. Even if I don't agree with every detail, people over here calling you like an abuser, stalker, like touching them inappropriately, like just like everything wrong in the VTubing sphere, and they're trying to go and say, I don't agree with every detail or remember some of the things the same way. Like people have like text proof, people have time logs, people have video proof. It's like, how do you not remember things the same way? Like literally there's like things of like her trying to talk to a flock of cows, and the guy's just like, I don't want to talk to you. And they just keep on talking to him. It's crazy. So I know that if multiple people are saying they were hurt, then something I did cause that pain, and I have to own that. Like, people are literally telling this person exactly what they did wrong to the T, with proof, with timestamps, and even then, they're like, well, if I did something wrong, that's my bad. If you feel that way, I'm my bad. I'm human. I'm flawed. That's okay. I make mistakes. You've made a lot of mistakes. It's a massive pattern of history, and that's the bigger deal. You know, if you mess up once or twice, you maybe get a little bit of leeway. But if you do it all the time, not good. And I'm learning that intent isn't the same as impact. What? I don't want to run from this, and I don't want to hide behind excuses. But I want to face my shortcomings and work to be better. This is good in theory. Like, imagine someone gets called out by like 40 people, and this is like their 5th account that's been canceled. Like, and they've like done all this horrible stuff already, and even more stuff's coming out. Like, we're gonna get to that. Bro, what? Like, what? I'm committed to growing, listening, and making sure I don't repeat the same mistakes. That should have happened like forever ago. Like, this is like when someone's about to like go to jail for the rest of their life, and they're like, I'll never do it again. It's like, you should have learned from before. I know this won't fix everything overnight. It really won't, because people are not accepting this apology. I don't even know them, and I'm like, what is this? And I don't expect immediate forgiveness. Good. But I do hope I can earn trust back over time by changing, not just saying I will. I think your priorities are wrong here, because you're trying to earn trust, grow your brand, like focus on your own self, rather than making sure the people you hurt are okay. You know, like, it's just the priority here is all about you, and that's like the big issue. You're always about you, me. Thank you to those who were honest with me, even when it was painful to hear. I'm going to do better. At this point, I know I'm being a little harsh. You guys may need more context. I think people are just done with this person. Like, not to say that people can't have like redemption arcs or fix themselves or whatever. It just seems like people are just done with this. So you look at some of the tweets and they're saying, oh, this might be 100% AI based on them inputting it in. I don't know. This is what they posted there too as well. And like, you know, I don't want to publicly involve myself in this, but there's 0% that you never realize you were hurting people. Back when I first met you, I thought I had found a friend, and then I learned of all the heartless, terrible behavior you inflicted on Apollo. You then tried to use me to publicly attack Apollo because I was trying to be nice to you before learning everything. But you knowingly tried to befriend me again off the Minecraft server that you try to cancel people on the other day, knowing I wanted nothing to do with you and that Mythos wanted nothing to do with you. You used a different voice and took advantage of the fact I couldn't recognize you to try and manipulate your way back into Mythos, assumingly to try and hurt Apollo even further. That is not behavior of someone who didn't know better, and it absolutely disgusts me. Please do not ever utter Apollo's name again after everything you did to her, and please go live a life off the internet, because clearly you cannot conduct yourself properly on here without hurting people. Wow. That's not what I was trying to do at all. People told me you were making a Minecraft server and to talk to you about it because I already bought one. I have not done anything to Apollo since her PL when I attempted. And even people are like, I'm just with Hades and this just give up. So the one person that probably matters the most is one of the other victims in here, which is ApolloMythos. This lovely person. And they are basically quote tweeting this up here, calling them out even more on their BS. Because like I said, yes, that apology, they did try. But the apology was very focused on themselves. Like, hey, they're like, hey, I want to have a chance to get attention again. So make friends again, not have people in the VTubing community hate me. It's maybe fun, like I said, on your first or maybe even second attempt if you truly meant it. But people are not forgiving her. And these are the people who got hurt. So that you have to take this a little bit more in accountability. Whatever apology you have to say, I will never forgive you. And I'm saying this in combination over here from Hades. And this is also who they mentioned over here too, with Mythos, ApolloMythos. This wasn't a mistake. This wasn't a flaw. I'm not sure what flaw means. This wasn't you learning. This was revenge and sabotage. You had 5 lives, and each one you didn't learn from. Basically saying throughout all these years of them being a VTuber, they never went and got better. They've had all these chances for multiple years, which proves a pattern of bad behavior, and they never took it seriously. They never properly apologized, they never took real accountability, and they never tried to grow and learn about what they did wrong. They had Charisu, Bunny Alisu, who I've heard and throughout many different stories from other content creators, that Bunny Alisu was all over the place. Like this, I have seen this name uttered multiple times where they were harassing and hurting and causing drama on a lot of people. And Ami Watsagagi, I'm not sure. Oh yeah, I knew that one too, girl. Trying to pretend to be nice to me and then switching over to your bunny account to blame me for your brain damage on my own birthday. Like what? So it looks like they were almost trying to almost like a multiple personality thing, try to talk to someone at the same time. And every single time it goes back to the same person. Like, it's like some weird, almost stalker situation. Because reminder, as I mentioned at the start, they were also accused of stalking people, like other VTuber and content creators, like Yomi, who were just at, like, say, Offkai. And then they would find them in real life and, like, cling onto them and touch them. And it's, like, weird. Like, it's like they had, like, these certain groups of people that they really, really want to be friends with, which I understand. It's, like, very parasocial almost. It's like a parasocial content creator, like a parasocial smaller content creator. It's nuts. You also had Violent Sky VT. And now with this ChaChaChilla, another lesson that you haven't learned from again. You will do whatever it takes to see people hurt, to get any clout that you think you deserve. And I think this is the bigger one. Like, I don't want to take away the hurt for sure, but I think the bigger one that I'm seeing as like an outsider from this all, who's not hurt by this situation, was this is clout. Like, they try to cancel people to go get like that sympathy clout. But they also did try to hurt them as well. Like, I mean, if you hurt, like you try to cancel someone and bring negative attention towards them, you are definitely hurting them. Or like inserting themselves in these bad situations. Like, I don't want to take that away. But what I've seen is like a lot more in the clout chase, where they're trying to be involved in these bigger creators, be like buddy with people with views, join these events, and after all these times they mess up on, they just try to redo it, which is gross. Like, I feel so sorry for Apollo. Like, I genuinely feel sorry for Apollo. You will do whatever it takes to see people hurt, to get any clout that you think you deserve. You're rotten inside and out. You ruin lives and hurt people. You will run again just like you always do, a cycle that you can't run from. Have fun being alone. Now, this is probably one of the strongest, and like, I gotta be honest, like, I respect this. This is the biggest life get away from me. The get away from the VTubing sphere I've ever seen. I have a lot of respect for people who can stand up after all this stuff and they can do it. Like, I even like this tweet. I saw this tweet. Like, this is, like, I'm impressed with this. I'm genuinely impressed with this. And the situation, like I said, got crazier. So you had all these multiple different usernames and all this past trauma, and they're like harassing multiple people. There's a lot more. If you guys could watch the videos on the channel, you get other ones. But a bigger thing too, and I want to highlight over here, is from Elara. On Elara, she had this tweet from only 2 hours ago. This is where the situation, like, this kind of spurred me to want to make a video. So I saw the prior stuff and I was like, you know, they handled themselves. That's fine. You know, like, I didn't have to make more. This is where I want to make another video. Number one, I kind of speak on for Elara. Elara can definitely speak on herself. I think Elara is awesome. And I do think she's a good content creator. I've like had a chance to see her. I think she's friends with my friends. Like, I like her. She doesn't have to like me. I respect her. Please tell me how you failed to understand this. So this is also a quote tweet from this ChaChaChilla. And this is kind of them, once again, there's a reason why I did these all in this certain video order, because this is them showing up the bunny Alisu, which I want to remind you guys, this has been confirmed them on old prior accounts. Bunny Alisu is ChaChaChilla. I know it gets convoluted, that's just VTubers. Saying, this is intentional and full of malice. I was not your friend. You just constantly bothered me to get on a tea time episode. So, you know, she does her own drama show, whatever. How dare you try to weaponize me against someone else? This is not what I stand for, and it's certainly not what my news coverage represents either. I am not a mouthpiece for your agenda of hate against others, and I won't stand for even the insinuation that I can and will be used in that way. Also, once again, one thing I'm seeing a lot in this VTubing sphere is these women that are standing up for themselves and standing on business, like their own morals and ethics, and I respect this a lot. Like, I really like seeing this. Especially as someone who's like newer here. I've watched VTubers forever, but I am somewhat newer to making content or having my eyes on me, I guess, whatever you want to say. I respect this. I respect Elara. I respect ApolloMythos. I respect everyone in the Mythos squad, their circle. They're like, it's like these are like people standing up for themselves and also standing up for their friends. Like, this is beautiful to see. I like it. Not beautiful to see ChaChaChilla, who has caused so much turmoil and stress on literally everyone. So as you guys can kind of see, the Discord quote, this is not Elara, this is not a conversation with Elara. Someone who knew Bunny Alisu sent this to Elara so she can share it, just for make sure everyone knows that. Basically, Bunny Alisu, who is ChaChaChilla, saying, that's crazy. What timing? No, basically threatening now. No, I'm going to release everything. You shouldn't have threatened me. You shouldn't have supported blank. Despite clear evidence, she has been slandering me. I'm going to post it all. Unless, you can convince me not to. Oh yeah, I'll also even have Elara cover it too, since I'm friends with her. Acting coy, I hate whenever people do this. Acting coy, acting like, you know, yeah, go convince me. It's like, what is this? Like, what are we seeing from this all? And this is from ChaChaChilla. Wow. So as you guys could probably say, she was not friends with her. I was not your friend. And they maybe message each other, so maybe like just a miscommunication, more so parasocial on the Bunny, Alisu, ChaChaChilla, which it seems like they were doing this with every content creator. Just because someone can message you on Discord and they might be nice and respond to you as like a courtesy or content creation thing, whatever, that doesn't mean you're friends. And this is literally parasocial. But not even being parasocial, this shows, once again, of all the other things that we've shown so far, from all these lovely women who have been hurt by this person, is that they never grew. This is like multiple personalities later. This wasn't even the first like personality change, you know? So they were called out, canceled, and then once even as that happened, a real person who would have took real accountability and growth from this all would have stopped there. You know, taken a step back, done things right, or, you know, maybe stepped away from content creation, whatever. Like that's what they should have did. But instead, they were ramping stuff up. They were using people that they weren't even friends with, like Elara, to go and potentially cover up all this stuff, to use this as a blackmail. Like this is literally a threatening message that we're seeing right now. You shouldn't have threatened me. You shouldn't have supported someone else because they're slandering me. Like basically, if you're supporting my enemy, I'm going to go expose you. I'm going to post everything. I'm going to literally have someone who does drama coverage, cover it to go and bring you down. But once again, this was all like a fake threat. They were not even friends. So all of these things, this accountability over here from ChaChaChilla, no one's okay with it. Whether it's an AI text post, which I'm not sure if that's true or not. Allegedly it is. Whether it's the fact that they were threatening people, whether it's not even a real apology. And a lot of people were not okay with this, dude. Like even some of the comments are like, just apologize, bro. And they're like, I did, but they're kind of missing the mark. And don't forget, sometimes people didn't forgive them. You know, like if you did so much wrong, sometimes you just don't want to ever interact with you ever again. You know, people even just saying exactly what to say. Like, hey, I'm sorry from this past behavior. I'm sorry to everyone because of why. I will not run away and rebrand, but I'll work to be better. Like, literally someone's throwing tomatoes at them. Whoever this is, you're hilarious. I don't know who this person is. Bobby Killa, Demon Orca, VTuber, you are funny. They're just throwing tomatoes at them. Yeah, this is what I was kind of saying. Like, saying to everyone that feels hurt by me doesn't come off as genuine. Like, you have to take bigger accountability. You have to go and reach out to these people. Not that I think they even want to. I don't think they even want to at all. But like, yeah, dude. And now like they're like, oh yeah, what about the lawsuit? What about like, why do you have your phone? What is going on over here too? Like no responsibility taken, good job. You know, it's like dodging accountability like this, dude. Some people are making jokes if this was kind of rough. Like a lot of people, you don't have to be extra mean on these people. Because I think a lot of people have said it enough. Like this is just a wall of just people being like, you gotta do it. Like you gotta stop. This is getting dragged out. Like I would agree. This is all over just Minecraft roleplay, and like your 5 identities in, you can't like you just can't change. It's just not good. Like it's just not a good situation. And I'm surprised on how crazy this got, because I do agree it was all just from like them just trying to be a victim and get attention for no reason. It was crazy to see. So I think this is probably the end of the ChaChaChilla situation. My heart goes out to everyone. There is another like 15 creators. There's a lot more side ones I saw, but like the major ones, there's probably like 15 or so people involved in this. Although it's light and not like the craziest drama, it still was hurtful to the people involved, and it was still bad. Like I feel bad about it. Like I feel bad about the people involved in this for sure. It sucks. Like you need to really step offline. You need to get some actual therapy, maybe get some real friends who can call you and hold you accountable. Like this is like the first like inch of a step, and you need to go walk a mile and then come back. That's my thoughts on this all. Give me your thoughts here well down below, and I appreciate you guys all so much for watching in the first place. Subscribe if you guys want. If not, no worries, and I'll talk to you guys all soon.